Have you been feeling uninspired lately? Is this an accurate visual representation of your last brain cell squeezed fresh out of ideas? Have you been drawing the same person again and again because you have nothing else to draw? I understand. But wouldn't you rather be like this? Amazing, inspiring, creative, successful, and most of all, unstoppable. Well, I'm here to help you with that.
Hi, my name is Keeyara again, and I'm here to help you overcome art blocks. Dun, dun, dun. Wait, I should get a paintbrush. Dun, 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 dun. Did I do it right?
Hey, I'm Hilary Duff from Lizzie McGuire, and you're watching Disney Channel.
To answer a few questions before we start, this is my sketchbook. It's the Strathmore Mixed Media Paper Sketchbook. I bought it abroad, but I will try to link something similar down below. I bought all these stickers from Instagram stores. I'll try to link them down below too. The medium that you can use with this is anything that you can think of: collaging, paint, all that stuff. So I'm already halfway through my sketchbook and I just started it. If you guys want to check out more of my art account is at keeyara_art. Check it out, it's over here. Before we start anything, most important tip I think is to get over the fact that you actually have to do the work. I know, shocker, you actually have to make art.
Well, art is not all fun and games. It's a lot of hard work. Okay, first, repeat after me. I have no talent.
Nobody knows what they're doing, and that's okay. We learn as we tackle new projects and new ideas and all that stuff. So, you're doing great. Don't overthink it, just do it. When I am squeezed out of inspiration for my art, I actually go to my inspo album. So just think of it like a Pinterest board, but it's actually on your phone. So just screenshot things that you want to draw, things you want to try out. Like when you go to stores and you see different books, you guys can check out things you want to draw. I think it's really handy to have it on hand on your phone rather than it being on like Pinterest and stuff, because it's physically taking up space on your phone. And speaking of the inspo album, copy other people's art. Someone could take that clip with like no context, but the thing is, you should copy art. You should copy photos, you should copy different artworks. Isn't that what they like taught us when we were in grade school art class, when we had to like remake the whole Starry Night of Van Gogh? When I say copy art, I don't mean sell the copied art. I mean practice and look for the things that you like in their art and apply it, because you can look at other people's art and wonder, how do they do this? I had a teacher who used to like hold coffee while he was doing like lectures in class. Why do I feel like a snazzy art teacher? I had a teacher who used to hold his coffee in class and he literally would not sip it even once in his lecture. Okay. So as I was saying, copy art for the sake of practicing. If that's what helps you draw, if that's what helps you make art on your sketchbook, then why not? As long as you're using it for yourself and you're not selling it, you're not reproducing it. If you want to post it on social media, I think it's best to ask the artist if they're not dead. But it's always best to credit the artist even with the concept. For example, I just copied Squidward's artwork. I'm not going up to Nickelodeon asking, but other forms of art that I've copied are Studio Ghibli. Actually, this one, which I found on YouTube, so you get to practice your skills by copying other people's art and actually learning from them. Learn how to layer different colors. We learn by looking at what other people have learned. So after that long rant, we're actually gonna dive into the ways that you can fill in your sketchbook. My favorite pastime while painting is listening to audiobooks or podcasts. So I really love to listen to the Harry Potter audiobook. If you have been around here from the start, you would know that is all I listen to repeatedly, all the 7 books repeatedly. When you listen to a podcast, it's just one topic straight and then you're done. But if you're listening to an audiobook, there's the suspense of what's gonna happen next.
13. The Secret Riddle.
So you're forced to listen to it while making art. So for example, the chapter just ended. You want to go to the next chapter, but you're like, I kind of don't want to do art anymore. But then you hear the next chapter and you're just like, you know what? We're gonna do art, because might as well do 2 things, you know, combine these 2 things. Another hack that I have found very useful is to use up the leftover paint from my past paintings, especially with water-based paintings like gouache and watercolor. The paint can be activated again and again, so I don't like to waste paint because I spent money on that. I like to go back, maybe have this one separate page where I just paint with the leftover paint, or just, you know, like brush off the paint, make some abstract art. I find it very satisfying to use up all the leftover paint rather than just washing it off. Because we use social media so much, one of the best ways to find inspiration for art is actually through your Instagram feed, through your Tumblr feed. One inspiration for this one drawing was actually from Instagram, and I saw a picture of her with a scarf, and I just wanted to try out the colors because these are my favorite colors and kind of reminds me of Lily Evans from Harry Potter. What the fuck? So yeah, that's one way of just looking for inspiration. Finding a very pretty girl and drawing a very pretty girl. Another fun way to find inspiration for filling up your sketchbook is looking for color combinations. And try color combinations that are not necessarily realistic, because I find that's like the most fun to play around, especially, for example, if the skin of a person is blue, or not Avatar or Smurf, or if everything's monochrome, because it will make you really look at the shadows and about everything rather than looking at a picture for what it is, like a landscape. You can make this landscape more whimsical. And also, when you have this specific set of colors with you, it kind of helps you push the boundaries a little more and be more creative with what you have. I specifically am really into this color combination right now, really bright color combinations. So this is something I made last night. It's somewhat similar to the color combination of this. You got the pink, you got orange, you got purple. This is actually inspired by a movie called The Night is Short, Walk On Girl. Another color combination that I have been loving is orange and purple. It's just so vibrant and I love it so much. Oh, I forgot the most important one. Making fan art is the most motivating thing on earth. I think the most productive artists are fangirls. I firmly believe that if I'm invested in something, I will make art out of it. And I have been invested in Harry Potter for what? 11 years, I think. It's a common theme throughout all my sketchbooks that I will have something eventually that turns up that's Harry Potter. Disclaimer. No, I don't support J.K. Rowling's transphobic views. These are both Harry Potter fan arts. So this is a Hogwarts crest and this is the Weasley Wizard Wheezes. If you're not sure where to get some color combinations, I will put some here, some of my favorite ones. You guys can take a screenshot right now if you want to. Wow, I feel like a teacher! Take a set of emojis and interpret it in your own way. I might include a clip of me making art, something like that. To get inspiration to fill up your sketchbooks is to watch videos like this. Need I say more? I find that I get more inspiration whenever I go online and see people do art and make art and teach art. So one platform that I've been loving to use is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning platform where you can go to loads of different classes, learn about art, about different languages, about coding, different skills that can equip you in different places in life. One of the classes I've been taking is Chris Hong's anatomy and portrait making class, where you get to see how different faces are made, and I think having an anatomy class is very essential in different parts of the art journey because I believe learning the basics is one of the best skills that you can equip yourself with. Another fun class is Gabriel Piccolo's character and illustration class, where you get to learn different character designs, different color combinations, different faces, emotions. And if you guys are looking into making watercolor, a local artist is Anina Rubio. She has different Skillshare classes on watercolor, and she also has different classes on mural art over in Skillshare. So if you guys want to check that out, you guys can check the link in my description box. The first 1,000 people who click the link in my description box will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium, and it only costs less than $10 a month. Another idea is to draw something in your immediate surroundings. You're looking at the paper and you're also looking up. Or for example, if you're in a park, draw something of the trees. Or if you're in your desk, draw your work setup. It's a very easy way to start your hands moving or to start getting your creative juices flowing. If you don't like the way it looks, maybe envision what you want your work setup to look like, or envision what you would rather be seeing, because that's what art is. It's bringing your imagination to life. I sound like an art teacher. Other things you can paint are songs. A song that's been stuck in your head for so long. I did a whole challenge about this where I drew songs for 30 days. You guys can check it here. It's not much of painting, but it's also filling up your sketchbook. You guys can paint movie scenes like the Studio Ghibli one. I actually painted some scenes from The Crown. If you do digital art, one good idea is to take that digital art and put it on your sketchbook and compare how digital art is different from traditional art. I actually made this art digitally at first, and then I transferred it on my sketchbook, and then I realized how much difficult it is to make solid colors on a notebook, or how much funner it is and how much more satisfying it is to add little designs that normally you would take for granted on a laptop. Just like how people time-lapse their studying, time-lapse your art. I cannot tell you how satisfying it is to make art and then looking back at the clip and being like, wow, she did that! So here's another list of ideas, just like a rapid fire list of ideas. You guys can make 12 zodiac sign inspired. You can make Harry Potter fan art, which is my favorite. Different fan arts for maybe K-pop, maybe favorite artists. You can always paint the sky. The sky changes every freaking day. You guys can draw your crush. They'll never see it. Okay, another would be to draw a city you've always wanted to visit, or a place you've always wanted to visit, something that you want in the future. It's kind of like manifesting your drawing, and in the future, when you get there, it's gonna be more special to you. Art is very personal to me, so I like drawing my friends, I like drawing my dogs. I did draw this one drawing of me and my friends with highlighters, so you guys can also experiment with different mediums. And you can also draw some outfits, some cool ass outfits. This shirt, I think I'm gonna redraw this shirt. It's so cool. Those are some ideas that I've compiled. If you are feeling art block, try getting into something different. Try getting into a fandom. Try getting into a new web series, and inspiration will eventually flow out of you. But at the end of the day, if you don't try trying, nothing's gonna happen. It's a slow process, but I'm forcing myself to start when I can squeeze in a few hours in the day for me to paint. Don't treat your sketchbook as something that's so one time, big time, you know? It's less intimidating than a canvas, as I always say. So you can always just go ahead and buy another sketchbook. You can always just go ahead and rip out the pages, or you can always just go and draw whatever you like, because this is yours at the end of the day. Even though not everything in here is my favorite thing, I'm really proud of actually sitting down and doing the work. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a subscribe, only if you want to. And thank you guys for sticking around to the Art Tribe series. I will do this like every month, something related to art at the end of every month. So I hope you guys like this video. Whoa, why did I do that? Why am I still awkward? I've been on YouTube for like a year or 2 years. I'm not sure. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in our next video. Mwah. Bye.
Successful, amazing, artistic, creative. Ah!
Are you done?
No, I'm not yet done. I'm making a voiceover.